YouTube land. I'm bringing you in to work with me today at the Mountain Mule Tattoo Company, and I'll show you a little bit of what I'm working on today. My client wants a skull with a purple glow in the eyes and also some fall leaves surrounding it to tie in with the rest of her sleeve we're working on. This is the design I came up with. Should flow really nice on her forearm. I know a lot of you guys are interested in what I do and tattooing and everything, so I thought I might do maybe a video here and there, maybe once a month. I'm going to talk just a little bit about how to get the best tattoo possible. If you are trying to choose a tattoo and you're having a hard time figuring out what the best design is, the first thing I would do is kind of think of things that you like. What kind of things do you enjoy having around you? What kind of things, like, do you have any hobbies? Do you have any passion? Tattoos don't always have to, even if a meaning is important to you. It doesn't have to be very literal. Like, you don't always have to have names and dates. Say it's a memorial piece. You don't always have to have, the birthday and the death date and memory of and all that, which all that's fine. But a lot of times it can muddy up the design. Lettering can be made to where it can flow with the body, but sometimes when you're adding it in with a lot of other things, then it can be hard to design something to flow with your body correctly. I really love like loose representations or loose meanings. So say you're getting a design for your grandma. Instead of getting her name, her birthday, and if she passed away, her death date, why don't you think of things that your grandma loved or things that reminded you of your grandmother? Say your grandmother loved hummingbirds. Why not some hummingbirds in a beautiful floral design? Or say your grandmother loved crocheting. Why not a ball of yarn with a crochet needle with it, with the yarn whipping around the design to create a nice flow. A lot of these things your artist can come up with, and they, even if you can't see it in your head, they can come up with a beautiful design that's going to flow with your body, and you won't necessarily have people reading you all the time per se. I don't know if you've ever worn a t-shirt that has a lot of writing on it, but people stop you and they stand there for a second and try to read your t-shirt, and it gets kind of annoying after a while. Now, we'll talk about finding the right artist. If I would look at artist portfolios, number one, you've probably heard that a million times, but try to find an artist that you really like, at least 80% of what they do. If you really love vibrant colors, try to find an artist that does vibrant colors. If you love black and gray, try to find an artist that's really good at black and gray. Now, most of the time, these artists, the one that you are most drawn to is going to be able to come up with a design that you absolutely love, as opposed to finding an artist that has some of what you like, maybe one or two tattoos of what you like, and then you go in and expect them to just knock it out of the park. If you're challenging your artist, if you're which there's nothing wrong with challenging yourself as a tattooer, but if you go in with the mindset of, well, they can do anything and they should be able to do all my ideas, we're artists, and sometimes we might have to throw out one or two things. If you try to throw in you know, 4 or 5 ideas into one tattoo, it's just going to be a mess. You're going to, for one, if you have 4 or 5 different things that have to be on different parts of the color scale, you know, you're going to have colors battling against each other. You're not going to have an emphasis. The piece is not going to flow well. So don't be offended if we maybe leave out some things for the betterment of the design. And you know, your artist will work with you and tell you, you know, I really think, you know, you should separate these. And a lot of times that's what I tell people. If they have a lot of ideas, it's better to separate them into separate tattoos instead of trying to work them all into one, if that makes sense. I really encourage you to try to find a great artist and let them design something that's original. We're here with Miss Tanya today, and we're going to do a time lapse of her skull tattoo. She loves the design, so we're going to get rocking and rolling. That's it, guys. Hey, if you liked this video, if you want to see more videos about tattooing, leave a comment below, or if you have any questions, just leave a comment, and maybe I can get some ideas for doing more tattoo videos. Thanks, and see you next time.